7 deadly sins and goddamn King. Whew. Let's Noble, I'll let you start dissecting this. I still need a minute to process what the hell happened this week.
Well, King got his wings.
Yeah.
Just do it, Nike.
God.
Watch the hate come in.
Oh, God. I just want one of those memes with King's new form on it. God damn it.
Do it. Do it. It will happen. Anyways, King grew his wings, came in, fucked shit up. Oh, apparently he can also read feelings or minds or hear the inner thoughts. So there's that.
That's the one that's got me scratching my head a little bit.
He's got multiple spears now. He's in tune with the environment. I mean, he was basically just wiping the floor.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, it's good. I just don't know how to feel about, like, the whole in touch with, like, is it the thoughts? Is it the feelings? Is it the...
It's the feelings. He can feel what the other person's feeling.
Yeah, so is he like a fucking...
It's that natural tuneness, you know, like in tune with nature.
Is he like a fucking empath now or some shit?
Well, I mean, it can't be any more different than Diane when she was doing the Giants dance of nature. And she was able to feel nature around her. Yeah, like... So, I mean, it's not any different than that if you think about it.
You're right. It's just kind of weird.
And they're both in tune. They're both a species that's very in tune. So, not a shocker.
It just kind of gave me, like, old school, you know, American comic vibes here.
A little bit.
Yeah, so...
But what do you think about King having multiple forms of his spear at once?
That one's fucking weird. I'm not gonna lie. I love it.
And they're beefed up versions, too. It's not like he has the same spears, just, you know, different.
Exactly. It's definitely fucking interesting. Like, I'm just trying to comprehend, like, how many different forms he's got here. It looks like he's got at least 3, possibly more. Because we haven't really seen a whole lot of the action here. Like, it's cool.
Well, to be fair, I mean, most of the action is when he has, instead of the daggers, he actually has full-on swords fucking shit up. Those are your biggest action scenes.
Yeah, and that there is a sexy fucking panel. It's a shame it's so goddamn busy, or it would have been the thumbnail. No, because a busy panel doesn't make a good thumbnail, sadly.
So what do you think's going to happen here at the end? You saw the last 2 pages?
Dude, those last few pages got me.
No regrets. I'd do it the same again over.
Those last few are just like, what the actual fuck? Gother on the pig shark thing. And, pig shark manta ray thing, I should say.
Come on. You can't be mad at the captain of scraps. Leave him alone.
It's just the design gets more and more weird to me. Like,
well, that's the power. You do realize. Okay, so I hope you were paying attention. His power is when he eats scraps of that creature, which was the fire demon. He gains that form.
Yeah,
for about a half hour or so until he's done digesting.
It's fucking amazing.
You should see his gray and white form. Oh my god! I don't know if you saw them or not, but they're just outstandingly good.
They are. It's definitely something.
But that's his red demon form, which gives him wings.
Yeah. That look like manta ray fins.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's just kind of, you know, one of those things in the series that's just bizarre, and I love it.
I still think I love the one where he was the worm during the
oh my god,
labyrinth portion.
Can we just... I wonder if at any time we'll see these forms fused together and just fucking... We see the flying fucking worm going through shit. Like, we need to go through...
What you don't know is Hawk is literally the hero of the story. That's the untold story. Captain Scraps, hero of the day. I mean, he did step in and pretty much save the day with the whole Hendrix and White Demon.
Oh yeah. Can we just have Hawk?
He was the VIP.
Can we just have Hawk devour Mal and just call it a day?
Maybe that'll happen. He'll be granted both goddess powers and demonic powers, and he'll just say, "Hey, guess what? Fuck you," and then kill things just left and right.
But yeah, so Doll Baby gonna go boom. The fuck is on this last panel? Last two panels here, like. Aww.
So what do you think he's gonna do? You think he's gonna try to bring Mael back, or do you think he's gonna try to pull him from the purging, and the commandments are gonna create their own thing of pure commandment-ness?
Or just explode the brain?
Maybe.
That would be a fucking interesting way to handle this fight. Just like grab you by the brain and blow it up with myself.
Well, I mean, technically at this point, the commandments are just devouring and destroying his body. So who knows what's really actually happening? I mean, the fight is won.
Mm-hmm.
Mael can't control what's happening. He's lost his control.
It's just bide our time and survive until he's devoured internally, essentially.
I mean, still, that's set up, though. The Angel of Death. That's what they went with.
Oh, yeah.
That was something. I was just like, all right, you know what? I can get into this.
It's going to be an interesting finale, because we're obviously nearing the end here. And of this fight, and what's really going to set this apart here from everything else that we're seeing in Shonen today, and, what Seven Deadly Sins actually does well is capping up fights, but what really interests me is, are they going to follow the stereotype of, like, no one dies, no one gets hurt, no one, comes out of this, injured here, during the big fight?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we have seen some fatalities and casualties.
Yeah, but
none of them are main characters, though. That's the thing.
Exactly. That's the issue. Because this is theoretically the biggest threat we've seen today. Are we going to see a casualty of war here, essentially? Or are we going to see...
I'm still waiting for us to go back to Purgatory to see what's going on there.
Right?
Still waiting for it. Still waiting for it. Take us back to Purgatory.
So that's one thing we really need to see before this fight, wraps up. And we also need to... I think we need to see a casualty here. A major casualty. So who do you think, if they go that route, will die here?
Just because I want to piss off Thurman, we all know the casualty will have to be King. Just to piss off Thurman.
Sadly, I don't see King dying here. New form.
I know. He probably isn't going to die. Diane's probably due for a new form. So that leaves only one other person that would be casualty ready. The same person that prevented the war and stopped the war 3,000 years ago.
Oof. This is going to be interesting.
Don't think about it. It's going to hurt you a little bit too much.
Dude, what I want to see is, if I was writing this arc, I would want to see Mel win and just fucking fodderize everybody. Because we don't see enough bad guys win, damn it.
No. He's going to lose. He's going to be rejected. The commandments are going to take on their own embodiment. And the thing is because they're not... The commandments have nothing to counteract their evil, whereas right now, Mael had some control. It's going to be literally like letting loose a plague. It's going to wreck up the place, and it's not going to stop. It'll have to be destroyed, and it's going to take a lot more power than what they've got to actually destroy it. Because they stopped Mael, but they did not stop the commandments. That's the key takeaway from this chapter. And it's just going to fester just like anything else evil. And it's going to become... Think Venom Symbiote when he first hit Earth and just fucked everything up. Think that.
But if we're going Venom style here, it takes a while for them to really fester.
Are you kidding? They've been festering the last 4 chapters.
But...
And overpowering Mayel the whole time.
But if you're talking symbiote style here, it took them years to really fester. You know,
well, think of it on a much more exponential scale. We're talking commandments, not symbolites, but same concept behind it, just at a more accelerated rate.
So.
Makes sense?
Yeah. I was taking that metaphor a little too literally there. Sorry, I've been playing the Spider-Man game since I got home.
I know you have, which is why I used it. Speaking of, everybody, as always, you know, we want to get input from all of our fans. If anyone has any thoughts to it, anything that they want to add to this discussion, or even if you have something that we didn't bring up that you want us to discuss in the next discussion, feel free to post it in the comments below. But with that, we're going to wrap this one up. Yep, we're going to wrap this up, and we're going to move it on to the next one. Be ready to go for that next chapter when we see some kind of big reveal.
Okay, so predictions, Noble, before we wrap it up?
I'm going to save my predictions. No predictions this time.
I really can't... Yeah, that's the thing about the series, is it's really hard to do predictions on, you know? Because no matter what we say, it's a 180. So I
no
really
predictions from me this time.
Yeah,
I'm going to enjoy watching the next chapter.
Oh yeah, I can't wait till next week, and until next time, peace.